See you later.
All right, well, today marks the 30th birthday of the Herald Sun newspaper, October 8, 1990. Two of Victoria's great papers, I'm old enough to remember them as separate entities, the Herald, which is an afternoon evening paper, and the Sun, which was there on the doorstep in the morning. Well, they merged together to create what's now one of Australia's largest selling newspapers. To celebrate, of course, the Herald Sun has released a campaign of love letters to Melbourne, hoping to bolster the spirit, I reckon, of Victorians doing it tough in these tough times. Well, today an icon of Melbourne himself, cartoonist Mark Knight, has released his own love letter. Lovely wraparound. Mark Knight joins me now. A terrific wraparound that covered the paper as I got to it this morning, Mark. Wes Hosking has described your piece as the sort of ultimate street party, where every face there that you drew has a story to tell. I've got to ask you, I tell you, the politics of who you put in, who you left out, even how prominent particular figures were. Tell me about that.
Well, it was a big selection process, Peter, and a tough one because a lot happens over 30 years. And, we say a week is a long time in politics. Well, yeah, 30 years in Melbourne is an age. What did I do? Well, I looked for people of interest. We've had politicians that are a little bit grey down here, but there's one politician that I wanted to get in there was Jeff Kennett, of course, and I've got him cuddling up to Joan Kerner. I think that was a great relationship. I've got ScoMo in there. I've got, of course, John Howard, who we couldn't leave out. But I wasn't just celebrating all the success stories in it. I thought I'd put a little bit of Melbourne's underbelly in there as well. So if you look carefully, you'll see sort of Mick Gatto chomping on a cigar with Tony Mockbell, and they are just behind Nicola Gobbo, our famous lawyer ex down here.
You write the sort of, I guess, the summary form of the whole paper in a cartoon. I mean, that's the real art of a cartoonist. And I think you're a really good sort of barometer for how the state's tracking. Really tough on Melburnians in particular, but Victorians as well this year. How do you think they're faring?
Yeah, look, it's tough, and we're still going through it. And it's interesting what you were just talking about, Andrew Crisp. My cartoon today in the paper was Mr. Crisp walking across a pedestrian crossing with a bus heading towards him, and there was a premiere of The Wheel, I believe. So, look, there you go. There it is. Those years give the game away, I think. Look, I think, Peter, we're in desperate need of a laugh down here, and as a cartoonist, I do see my role as to try and cover what's been happening to us, but have that take on it that our readers can go, yep, that's what we're in, but, that gives me a bit of a laugh and that'll help me get through things. But look, I must admit it's been the one subject for the whole year, but funnily enough, I've quite enjoyed it. And, the focus on Dan Andrews and, how basically he's destroying the village to save it, has been a very interesting bit of cartooning for me.
Well, I have a sneaking suspicion it's not going to end there. You'll have plenty of time to draw those big ears and the buses running over people for some time. Mark Knight, thank you for your time.
Good on you, Peter. Thank you.
Right, if you want to celebrate the Herald Sun's 30th milestone, you can write your own love letter to the paper. 30 words only. Send it off heraldsun.com.au/30 years. All there on their website. All right, coming up after the break, day 3 of the Queensland election campaign. And